Hello, Econ 2301. I just wanted to touch bases with you. Some of the things that are coming up. But let me get onto the highway first. All right. Hello, Econ 2301. We're entering the part of the semester where we're actually going to apply some of the measurements that we've learned up to this point. And we're going to use those measurements to kind of determine what kind of fiscal policy we should institute or what kind of monetary policy we should institute. So this is kind of an exciting time in that sense, because now we're putting everything together that we've learned up to this point, and we're actually going to use it to determine what kind of policy we should put in. And it seems to be coming at the right time. The elections are right around the corner. Probably by the end of the week, we'll know who our new president is and where they're going to, or how they're going to try to influence both fiscal policy and monetary policy. And I think you've already have an indication of that. We did a discussion on the debate, so you should have some idea of what these candidates want going forward. So it should be really exciting. I mean, exciting in the sense that you can actually now look at what they are proposing and you can assess it based on your knowledge of economics. Really important about this class that you are learning about how we measure how we measure the wellness of the economy is measured by GDP and price levels, right? Inflation, deflation, and unemployment rates. So recently, when we were thinking about this, like when we're thinking about inflation, let's say, the misconception about inflation sometimes is that the economy is not good. Wages are increasing at work. Companies are trying to manage scarce resources, kind of what we had after COVID. The economy is kind of growing. People are getting paid. And because people are getting paid, now we're seeing upward pressure on prices. And how that upward pressure on prices usually manifests itself is in inflation. It's kind of the way the economy is trying to ration the goods and services available because of excess money in the economy. We need some stimulus in the economy. We're not at that point right now, but I'm just giving you the opposite scenario. So if the opposite scenario would be that we're struggling. And how do we know that we're struggling? Usually high unemployment gives us an idea that we're struggling, that Americans are having a hard time making ends meet. And because Americans are having a hard time making ends meet, then we are struggling to expand or grow that. We usually want the government to do something under those circumstances. The way the government gets involved is two ways. Maybe we're talking about fiscal policy because this is our next topic. Maybe to stimulate the economy, the government can do projects that employ people, give people jobs, and then they in turn, when they get those wages from their salary, they put that money back into the economy, and we have something called a multiplier effect. I think you guys are aware of the multiplier effect, right? If not, go ahead and check. Make sure you understand what the multiplier effect is and how it works. Now, the government can also lower taxes to stimulate economic expansion. So these are all alternatives to us when we are kind of trying to figure out how to get the economy going again. Right now in America, we're actually seeing the opposite situation. We need to cool down the economy so we can bring price levels down. It's going to be exciting point in the semester because now you're going to use what you learned to see how fiscal policy affects the average American. Some of you already done 2, and some of you only have done 1 discussion post. We'll be getting the next discussion post up. I really liked your comments on the marketplace, so all that's what's coming up. I'm really excited, and I'm looking forward to the month of November and macroeconomics and all that's going on. You guys have a great week.